Alright, buenas noches. Estamos aquí con el señor Corey Nixon. Él es de Idaho, en Estados Unidos, en el estado de Idaho, en la ciudad de Twin Falls, donde tomó una fotografía de un objeto que ya antes habían visto en el área. Lo curioso del caso es que alrededor de esa hora y de esa noche, en esa fecha, a 140 millas del área, también registraron otro objeto volador no identificado, el cual fue registrado en el National UFO Reporting Center, o en el Centro Nacional de Reportes para Objetos Voladores No Identificados de Estados Unidos. Así que vamos a platicar un poquito con él. Vamos a platicar en inglés y aquí está Manuel y Corey. Hello, good night. Hannah, hello. Thank you for joining us here on Skype. I'm also here with Manuel Sanchez, who is an investigator of the phenomena. And we were wondering, because we saw this picture that you provided us, and basically we're really astonished of what it was and how it looked. So we were wondering if you can tell us a little bit of where actually you took the picture. I know that Hannah took your picture, your daughter, and I want to see if you can tell us a little bit about it.
We were at a restaurant, and when we walked out, it was up a little bit. Well, it was up high, and we took a picture. And when we looked down at the picture, we were like, "Wow, that's cool." And we looked back up, and it was gone. We didn't know where it went.
Right. And was it something that you guys have seen there before, or have you noticed? Is there any tall buildings in the area that you know of that could have been, or a lamp, or something that reflected perhaps in a glass?
No, she was outdoors when the picture was taken, and the picture was taken on the south side of town by the Twin Falls County stockyards. And in that side of town, there's no buildings there that are higher than 2 stories. And you can tell by the photo that whatever it is in the photo is much higher than 2 stories in the air.
Right.
Yeah, there are no aircraft in that area, as the airport is located south of town, south of where that picture was taken. And the airport runways run east and west, so they guide the traffic in from the eastern and western directions to the airport, so nothing flies directly over Twin Falls. They come in from the east and the west of land.
Wow, great. And what did you guys took that picture with? What device? What is it? A cell phone or?
It was taken with a Samsung Galaxy Tab.
Okay.
Yeah, a tablet with the rear. She actually took the picture like this, facing it, because it's got the rear view camera.
Mm-hmm.
She took the picture like this and looked down, and then when she looked back up to see what it is, she took a picture of it. It was gone.
Right. Okay, great. And Hannah, have you had, because we saw there was a lot of haze on, or the picture was kind of blurry, and I was wondering if the other pictures that you've taken at night, like that type of shots, have you had the same quality of pictures taken, or were you said you were outside, was it a clear night?
It was kind of a little misty, but not really, but it was.
All right. And what about the pictures that you've taken before? Have you ever had the similar experience? That's the type of quality that device takes?
No.
Pictures with? Now, was it clearer before?
Yeah, they were really clear.
So we're also kind of intrigued if perhaps that device maybe got affected by whatever you were taking picture of. So that remains as a question as well. And also, I want to let you guys know, Corey and Hannah, that in the area we did a little bit of research, and there was another object, there was another witness in Boise, Idaho, which I believe is 140 miles away from your current location.
Right.
Was another report around on the same date, around the same time. You told me it was 8 p.m. on your time. The other one was approximately 8:45 p.m. They register another object, unknown object, and this person that reported this in the National UFO Center, that person has a 20-plus year experience in the U.S. Air Force. So he knows what he's talking about, and he's also very familiar of what aircraft look like, and also the regular traffic in the area. Well, Corey, what can you tell us? Have you ever seen something similar in the area, or are you familiar a little bit with the commercial traffic, of the day to day in your area?
Well, I'm not too familiar with the commercial traffic in the area, but I have seen about 7 years ago. I was standing outside under a street lamp in a small town called Kimberly, which is about 4.5, 5 miles east of Twin Falls, off of old US 30. And I happened to be glancing up, and what I saw was a shape. I could not really define the shape of whatever it is I saw up above me, but what I saw it doing was blocking out the stars as it kind of passed over. As it passed over, the stars above it basically disappeared.
All right.
And then as it flew across my line of vision, the stars would reappear as it moved across. So it basically, as it flew, it blanked out the stars, and then the stars would reappear as it kind of floated. I didn't hear any sound. I didn't see any lights. It was just basically like a big flat object of some sort that was just kind of drifting across the sky, blocking out the stars as it passed over.
Okay. Oh, that's amazing. Now, Hannah, if I may ask you, do you think that was larger than a helicopter or a plane that you have seen in the area? Also, was it closer to the ground than an average plane that you've seen there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was closer to the ground. And what about the size? Can you tell me if it was small, big, compared to other?
It was really big. Like it wasn't. It was bigger than a plane and a helicopter.
All right. Okay. Well, that's perfect. Then I thank you very much, Hannah and Corey, for this small interview.
Thank you,
and
Manuel.
I'm just going to ask Manuel if he has another question here to ask you.
Es interesante preguntarle a Hannah sobre el tamaño de este objeto para poder determinar el aspecto que tenía. Posiblemente estemos hablando de una nave nodriza, como las llamadas naves nodrizas, y que posiblemente haya estado estacionada en ese mismo lugar donde ella tomó esta fotografía, y que posiblemente haya estado oculta, ¿no? Porque sabemos bien que se ocultan de alguna forma. Sería interesante hacerle esa pregunta: ¿qué tamaño tenía? ¿Cuántos metros o pies, como ellos lo conocen?
Okay. He wanted to for me to ask you, Hannah, and this is probably going to be for you, Corey, if compared to regular aircraft, how big it was, or compared like to helicopters or planes, and how big do you think it was? I mean, size-wise, compared to the other objects in the area, like buildings and stuff like that. Corey, since you know the area better than we do, of course.
Well, I can only go by the photograph, but it's much larger than any aircraft that's ever flown into the area. Twin Falls is a rather small airport. They don't get large commercial airline airplanes in here like 737s or 767s. They'd get just small commercial flights, or flights that come in. I was supposed the biggest airplane I've probably ever seen out the airport was maybe at most like 100-seater, if even that. So the planes that come into the area are not very big. They usually will fly out of here on small planes and go over to Boise, where they will catch a larger flight out of the area.
Okay. Very well. Then I thank you again, Corey family. Corey family, no.
Thank you, Manuel.
Thank you very much. Gracias, Manuel.
Okay, good to know, Corey, and your daughter. Thank you for the interview, and it's a pleasure.
Been a pleasure, Manuel. Nice meeting you, and nice talking to you, sir. Very interesting.
Thank you for the interview.
You're very welcome.
You're
very welcome. Good night.
Good night.
If you capture something amazing like this, please send your image or your video to the email that I post in the description of this video. Thank you very much. Si has captado algo interesante como lo que hemos presentado, envíanos tu imagen o video a la info que está en la descripción para que participes. Espero les haya gustado este video. Si te gustó, compártelo y suscríbete. No olvides visitarnos en la página de Facebook OVNIs Actuales. Muchas gracias.